sew lovers. Today you will learn how to draft, cut and sew this easy breezy non-restrictive gown. It will be drafted on double fold, straight from fabric. Front and back will be drafted together. You will learn how to draft, cut and sew these special sleeves. What are we even waiting for? Let's hit the cutting table now. The total length of the fabric I am working with is 89 centimeters. The width is 116 centimeters. Those are not fixed measurement. Leave 1 centimeter at the back for zip allowance. Also leave 1 centimeter at the top to save as guideline mark. So from top line, square right 7 centimeters for neck width. Square down 8 centimeters for neck depth. That's the front neck depth. At that same point, square down 4 centimeters for back neck depth. With a curve ruler, we mark first the back neck and then we do the same for the front. So our back and front neck is already worked out. At the shoulder line, I am going to mark 29 to 30 centimeters. We need the shoulder to drop, so I'm working with a long shoulder line. From shoulder down, I'm going to mark my underarm line, which is 22 centimeters. Formula being armhole divided by 2 plus 1 centimeter. From the shoulder line, I'm going to go down 7 centimeters. This saves as my shoulder slope. From neck, I'm going to connect to that point to form the shoulder slope. On the underarm line, we are going to mark our bust measurement divided by 4 plus 4 centimeters. So we connect as seen. From underline, I'm going to go up 5 centimeters. At the 5 centimeters, I go in 2 centimeters and I curve with my curve ruler to form a perfect armhole line for this project. From shoulder to my desired length is 86 centimeters. So at the end, as you can see, I have surplus fabric, which is 3 centimeters extra, which is going to save as my hemming allowance. At that point, I'm going to mark the same measurement I got from my under bust, but I'm going to also add 3 centimeters for ease allowance at that point there. I'm going to connect from my under bust to the hemline. From shoulder, I come down 41 centimeters, which is my waistline. And from that waistline, I'm going to reduce 3 centimeters. You can do 2 or 3 centimeters, whatever works for you, but I did 3 centimeters. So at this point, my pattern is ready. Watch how I cut the neck of the pattern. I did first the back neck before I cut the front neck. I cut the back together and then I cut the front neck separate. So now the garment is ready. So we're going to take the armhole measurement. This is what we're going to use to work the sleeves. So now we set this aside and then we start working on the sleeves. Drafting the lining of the sleeves. Number 1, determine the midpoint. Number 2, draw the full length of sleeves, which for me here is 15.5 centimeters. Number 3, mark 5.8 for crown height. Number 4, spread your top arm measurement evenly on that midpoint line. Number 4, copy same measurement at hemline. connect like so. Number 7, strengthen crown height measurement. So connect the arm, underarm or top arm line to the pointed head of the sleeves. Next, you close the hemline. So at the crown height line, you're going to divide that line into 3. So whatever that line gives you, divide it into 3 from both sides. So go down 0.5 and go up 0.5. Go down also, 0.5. Go up 0.5 and go up 0.5. You can use your curve ruler or you can just freehand, just curve that armhole like so. So at the hemline, you're going to extend 1 centimeter, connect to top arm line, do the same thing at the other end, connect to top arm line. And voila, the lining is fitted. So just cut as you see me do. Step 2 of sleeve is drafting the body of the sleeves. So what we're going to follow the same procedure that we followed for the lining. First is finding the midpoint of our sleeves. So the next we're going to draw our full length, which is 25.6 centimeters in this case. And the width of the fabric is 48 centimeters. So we are making it larger than what we had. We're going to still draw the 5.8, which is our crown height, the same way we did with the lining. So we are crossing at the 5.8. So from the tip there, we are going to connect to top arm. Very easy. And then we do the same thing to the other side. So the main body is finished. So just cut as you see me do, and then that's all. So we finish cutting our pattern. Next step would be sewing our pattern. So see you there. So at this point, I am cutting my neck interfacing. At the shoulder point, I am using the width of 4 centimeters. So just follow how I cut. I do the same thing at the back too, and use the same width of 4 centimeters at the shoulder line. So my interfacing is ready. So I have finished saging the sides of my garment, as you can see. And then I'm going to lay the front part flat, the back side on the table, and the good side facing me. We are going to place the good side on the good side of the back panel on the front panel. Sew the neck, the shoulder, and then we sew the sides. We are going to join our facing, front and back facing together as you see me place them. So we join at that end, which is the shoulder point, and then we join the second side too, the same way. So now we finish joining the sides and the shoulders of the dress. Our interfacing has also been stitched. Now let's do our sleeves. The first thing I drop there is the lining, and the second guy, which is the big one, is our main fabric. So we're going to take it to the sewing machine and run 2 loose lines at the top and at the down of our sleeves. So this is how a sleeve is going to look like. So this is the ready-made. I have already fixed this side. So we are going to use this as an example of how the other side should look like. So just watch what I'm doing and then copy same. So that is the lining and that is the main sleeves. So what I'm going to do is I am going to gather the top and the down part of our lining, but first we have to look for the midpoint. I'll find the midpoint of the main sleeve also and mark. So I lay the front side and the front side together, and then I'll start gathering. So I'll gather the big fabric till it gets to the size of the small lining that I have under. We're going to make sure that the 2 hemline matches, and when they do, we'll stop and spread evenly. So we do the same thing to the left side. So now that it's even, we're going to take it to the sewing machine and then sew the lining and the fabric together. So we're going to hold, just watch exactly what I'm doing. I'm holding it at the front, the good side to the good side. So I'm going to gather to get to the size of the lining like I did on the hemline. You're going to spread evenly and make sure the sizes are the same. Copy same to the other side. So thing is, we're going to take our pin out again, then spread our sleeve like so. Make sure we find the joining at the right point. So the measurement has to rhyme with what we had at the under bust. Sorry, under armhole. I'm sorry. Ah, yeah. So now that we've sewn the line, we are going to join the gathered and the plain sleeves together. And try to spread the gathers evenly on the straight fabric. So can you not see how beautiful our sleeve is taking shape? It's beautiful. It's perfect. So now we finish sewing. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to attach the sleeves to the armhole. So you make sure that the side line and the side line of the sleeves and the dress go together. So now we finish sewing. As you can see, if you watch closely, you will see that I have finished sewing the sleeves into the bodies. So next we're going to install our zip. This is an invisible zip. We have a video here of how to install invisible zip. So our zip is installed. So the next thing is to fix our interfacing. So you just make sure that the line of the interfacing on the shoulder marks the line on the dress. And then we sew and top stitch. So the next thing we're going to do is to turn our lining on the dress, like you see me do here. Next, you sew as shown, and then we bend the hemline from the 3 centimeters we talked about earlier. After wearing this dress, I noticed that the back of the dress was not relaxing, so I decided to add that to this dress. So you can do same thing also. You can just add your dart. So I reduced the 6 centimeters from the back, 3 from one side and 3 from the other side. And as you can also see, my hemline has been set in already. So I have sewn the hemline already. So after sewing this dart, my dress is finished. So I hope you had a wonderful time with me and enjoyed the class as I did. So this is a beautiful, beautiful, easy to make gown. I hope you had fun. So catch you in the next class. I would want to really bedazzle this dress, because for me it is too plain. I want to make a beaded wonderful design at the front. So if you're interested, just look out and then you would see what we will do in the next. Thank you so much for staying with me. I'm so happy that you watched this to the end. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and catch you in the next. Thank you so much.